Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that lovely little town of Belfair, Washington, or Hickville, USA as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel everybody. So this is my October 2024's, 2025's, I don't know what was up with that, Paper Pumpkin alternative video number 36, everybody. I thought I was going to be able to do more videos today, but that is so not going to happen. My phone is about ready to, it doesn't want to do any more work today. It's not happy right now. It wants to be charged. Can you believe this thing? It just wants to be charged. So let's get started. So this kit is called Cozy Christmas. You could have made 9 cards, 3, 3, and 3. This month I am going to hit 40 cards with this kit. I am loving it. I just love it. So you would have had these envelopes, which you could have cut up. I actually am not going to cut up an envelope. Can you believe it? Yeah, I'm going to use an envelope as an envelope because I could have got probably up to 44, 45 cards if I had cut up the envelope, but I didn't want to go that far today. Yeah, because why? Because I don't have to if I don't want to, right? So on the back, as always, this QR code would lead you to a video that would show you how to put this kit together as it is designed. There's a visual of everything that comes in the kit. Down here it lists those coordinating colors. Now videos 1 through 5, I share with you everything that comes in the kit. After that, I just kind of move along. Right here, this one would lead you to the add-on dies called the Abundant Joy Dies, and they are joyful. They will coordinate with October, November, and December's Paper Pumpkin Kit. But use them for everything you want, for your heart's desire. The Merry Christmas, Joy to the World, Deck the Halls, and the 2 Stars are our stamp sets for this month's kit. Now, I do want to share with you the difference between the old Paper Pumpkin kits, instruction sheets, and the newer ones, because this is back when I did not do Paper Pumpkin. This is from 2015. I just got this at the thrift store. There's no visual of everything comes in the kit. There are, it lists everything that comes in the kit. Interesting. I hadn't seen that particular. But here, there's a visual. I was thinking of that, so I just wanted to share that with you myself. So let's get started in what I am doing. Really, really quick card here. I am using wrapping paper again. So this is those little trucks with the little Santa and the little presents on the roof, and he's waving to the little squirrel, the little red squirrel. I had one of those. I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I loved him. So little red squirrel, he's MIA right now, and we have a little rabbit. I don't have any rabbits, so I have seen them around here. We have a little bird over here. So this is Santa. Guess where he's going? He's going to town, everybody. Yeah, he is. So let me get started for you. So I have a card base. This is one of those card bases that I made. Yes, it's Christmassy. I'm using it as a card base. It was some DSP, but it's like cardstock. So I'm using it as such, and we are using an envelope. Oops, that goes to the other project. This is an envelope. I'm using it as such. I'm going to use it for that purpose. So this as well, it has some of the same pattern as in here. I do like that. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I have half of a card base from the kit. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. This is just to go here, and we are going to use that ticket corner punch to mimic the ephemera from the kit to any corner punch you have will do the trick. But I'm going to do that, right? And then I have this lovely piece of DSP that Cathy sent me with these lovely silver stars like the night sky. And I am going to ticket corner punch this as well. And this is 3 3, or is this 4 by... Let me check this one out. I forgot what it is. 4 by 5 1/4. So it's just a hair smaller, which now it makes me want to punch something out of the center of this card base so it doesn't get wasted. What do I want? You know what? We're going to punch a big circle out of that. Don't know why, but will that be... Okay, we're going to go for it. Just in case I need a little something. Just in case I need a little something. You won't even know it's gone. There we go. So I have that just in case I need that. So those are all going to go down there. We can vacuum. Oh, you guys, got to hear what I did with my vacuum. So I have a Dyson. My son, probably about 5 years ago when he was working at Best Buy, he bought me a really nice Dyson vacuum cleaner. I thought that was a waste of money, but I'll never say that again about a Dyson. Well worth the money. Because the motor went bad. They sent me a brand new motor piece. And then something else went bad on it, and they sent me a brand new vacuum cleaner. They really do back that vacuum. But today, so I was making a shepherd's pie, and I had some flour in a bag, and it was right next to my container of instant mashed potatoes, and I wasn't making real mashed potatoes. I was multitasking. I'm a big multitasker in the kitchen. I mean, I'm just telling you, I was multitasking, cutting up lettuce for my salads for the week. I had carrots going in my food processor for my salads. I'm, cooking ground beef with onions and all the seasonings for the shepherd's pie. And I'm, sauteing everything and getting the sauce ready for the shepherd's pie. And I need the mashed potatoes. And I think, oh, I'm just going to shimmy it enough, right? Oh, I shimmied it all right. I shimmied it enough that the bag of flour fell over and the flour poured out because I didn't have it in its rightful place, which was a container that it has. And the flour pours out. It goes all over the counter. And we're not talking a little bit. It goes everywhere. So then I take the container and the boxes of stuff and I carry it from the cupboard and I carry it across my rug over to the garbage can. And as I'm carrying it, I drop the box that it had fallen over onto, and there is flour now all over my rug in the kitchen. And then I dropped... Tia was covered. Tia's head was floured. And Boone is licking up the flour, which now is making a paste in my rug in the kitchen, which was making me quite angry there. But he did not care. I was kept yelling at him to get out, and he did not care. He's licking up the flour. And so I go in and I get the vacuum cleaner and I start sucking this stuff up. And the roller part of the vacuum, it's now white in there from sucking up. Because part of the flour on the floor now is wet from Boone licking it up. And as I'm trying to vacuum up all the flour that's all over the kitchen, all over the cabinet, I'm using the hose and sucking up all this flour. It's in the container. It's everywhere. The flour is worse than dust. It's worse than dirt. It's white. It's just everywhere. And Boone is trying to attack the vacuum cleaner for sucking up the flour that he wants to lick. And oh my gosh, I'm just losing my mind. And in the meantime, the ground beef is getting too done and I have to go save it. And Boone's happy because I stopped vacuuming. And then I go to my hubby and I said, honey, I know this vacuum cleaner, because when you take off the canister for the Dyson, it comes off two ways. You push the button and the stuff comes out one end, but you also can take it apart and clean the filter in it. He's like, why do you want to take it apart? I said, can you not see all the flour in there? I said, this has got to come apart. I said, I need to clean out all the flour that's in the vacuum cleaner. He says, why do you want to do that? I said, because I cannot handle looking at all the white flour that's in the vacuum cleaner. I said, and by the way, I need to figure out how to get all the white flour off the roller part of the vacuum cleaner and off the cover of that's all white covered in flour. And he just kind of like rolled his shoulders and he's like, just leave it alone. I will take it to the garage and I will blow it out with the air compressor. He's like, can you just please leave it alone for a few hours and I will take it to the garage when I go to the garage and I will blow it out and all the white will be gone. And I said, thank you. You're saving me because my OCD is dictating that all the flour has to come out of the vacuum cleaner. Yes. So back to our layers. Okay. So layers number, we have 1, 2, layer number 3. This one here is, this is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. And this one with the Santa Claus, this is wrapping paper, remember. This is 2 5/8, probably by 3 5/8. Yes. So all I did is I took the wrapping paper, I glued it down to some chipboard, really thin chipboard, and now I'm going to glue that on the black. The black just makes it pop. It just does. So this layer, I mean, I could make it, I could have put this one up on dimensionals, but you know what? We'll make this one go up on dimensionals because I'm going to put bling on this card. We're going to do that star bling. I thought that would be pretty on here. And we're going to use the 3 banner punch because guess what? The October 2020 stamp set that says Santa Claus is coming to town fits in the punch. It does. Or at least it looks like it does. We're going to find out here. So there's that layer. Now we're going to glue layers 1 and 2 together that we put the hole in. So I'm just going to go around the border here, and then I'm going to do this in the center, just so I have a little bit here. Cathy, thank you for the paper because I was sitting there trying to figure out what I was going to do with these Santas that I put on the chipboard, and I fussy cut one of them. I get to use that one, but the other ones I couldn't figure out any DSP to use them on until I pulled this out, and it was perfect. So this one now we're going to glue down to our card base. And I'm just using the card base because it's there. It's not my favorite card base, but it does have a little bit of red and green, and most of it's covered up. You're not going to see much of it except for the back, right? And it's just those blue stars. This, however, look at that. It sparkles and shines like Christmas time. I know it does. It's great. I'm looking for the dimensionals here. I have them. There's the stars and there's the dimensionals. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put Santa, not in his reindeer, not with his reindeer. Santa is in a truck this year. We need one more. My Santa on my greenhouse. He was deflated. He got too much rain, and in the windstorm he shifted, so my hubby had to go shift him back. I think we could make him at an angle. I think he would be kind of cute at an angle. So we're going to put him at an angle, and we're going to vacuum. Okay, so now, oops, we missed one. All right, I'm going to turn that upside down. We can do the bling in a minute, but now we're going to use this punch for the Santa Claus is coming to town, and I had the stamp. And I'm thinking I want to put it like right here. We could cover up the squirrels, but I like this. I might put it right there. Now, there is this scrap of cardstock here. I am going to use this. And do I want real red? This is kind of like Secret Sea. And guess what? I have a spot from Paper Pumpkin. So yeah, you guessed it. We're going to use it. Oh, my shoulder just went like, I do not like you. I like you. Why don't you like me? You do belong to me, but it was just the way I reached out with my arm. I think this is going to look great. So I'm going to stamp it in the middle-ish, hopefully. And then I'm probably going to need a little handle to stick it in the punch. I just want to give it a minute. I do want to use the real red. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to need a handle. Ooh, I can use this one that I wrote gift tag on. Why not put it to use, right? Oh, might help if I actually made it useful. That looks straight. It does. Now I can tell that I've got a little bit of post-it note here that I would like to make sure that it is off. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah, bye-bye. And this is going to have a dimensionals. And the other part, it's going to just have glue. Now, I will tell you that do not wink a Stella wrapping paper. My Aunt did. My Aunt Carol, I gave her some of these trucks. I'm going to have to give her another one because she did a project and it made it look frosted. So I'm glad she tried it and not me. So no wink a Stella. And it might help if I actually took the backing off of the... Actually goes whoop. It looks kind of cool. All right, look at that, right? So here and here we definitely need some bling because we're not hoarding it anymore. But I don't know if I want the little ones or if I want the big ones. We could do the red, but I kind of was thinking, look at that one is meant to be there, and this one is meant not to have that one right there, and this one. There we go. Look at there. Santa Claus is coming to town. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love it. And guess what? Oh, I thought it was opening from the top. I was gonna just shake my head and say I'm done. Check me out. Here's Fa La 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 La. If you wanted, this is from the Christmas Words, Christmas Collage Hybrid Embossing Folder. You could do something like that. I'm not. I just wanted to show you that had been out here. So I'm going to stick that over there. And we are going to stamp. Oh, we could still do Secret C. And stamp. What do I want to stamp though? That's the dilemma. We'll do the little stars. Oh, where's the single star? I could do that one because that's a lot like those. Let's do those. We are just going to do the stars. I don't know why, but for me there is a way to stamp this one. We're going to do 3, and then we will stamp Merry Christmas. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then Merry Christmas is going to be in real red. And then we'll do some stars around it. Give it a second, move that out of the way. Ta-da! It's Christmas time is here. We're going to stamp this one and this one. And we have finished this card. And my phone has survived, hopefully. I feel like I need to stamp like ho 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 on here. So give me a second. I didn't pull that one out, but there is a ho ho ho. I think so. I think so. I think so. I think I can. I think I can. And I think it just needs a ho ho ho. So we need to get that ho ho ho. Oh, my shoulder is like popping and it's not happy. Not at all. So that means I definitely am quitting for the night. And go check on the men. I can't say boys. Definitely what it needed. Definitely needed. Because now you know that there is a Santa Claus in that envelope. I don't know why my nephew Dan, little Dan, is so in my mind, probably because it was his birthday here. And he had, California's big on fancy, trucks and cars and all that stuff. And he had one that was in a magazine and it was fantastic. He no longer has it. He has a family and stuff, and that was back when before he was married and all that stuff. But it was a really nice truck. He was so proud of having it in a magazine. I remember he sent me the copy of the picture they took for that. And it's a really nice truck. So I can't decide now if I want to send him card with one of these trucks in it because of that, or the one with the wobbler. If I send one with the trucks, it could be for his entire family, but he's on my mind for some reason. He is very much so. I still, I don't have contact with my sister anymore. It's just the way it is, but he is one who still reaches out to me for the holidays and everything. I took care of him since he was a year, up until when I left for the Navy. And he would always ask me whenever I would go home, and when I came home, he would ask me to speak about our childhood, because my sister never would. And I never understood why she wouldn't, because we had a great childhood growing up in the desert. At least I thought we did. I wasn't ashamed of where we came from or, what we went through. I think that everything that we went through only makes you a stronger person. So he always appreciated that I gave him that information and told him stories of, growing up in the desert and what his mother was like, and what the good stories about my father and my mother, because she just wouldn't. She didn't want to talk about, her childhood, and that's okay. I didn't, I couldn't speak on what her experiences were. I made sure I let him know that, but I let him know what mine were. And he's a really good young man. He does keep his distance from her too, as well. And, not as much as I do, but there's reasons for that. But he is a great young man. All of her kids, I think, are great kids. All of my sister's kids are very well, are very good kids. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't know why I had to go into that, but apparently he is definitely on my mind right now. So I have to send him a card and say, hey, I'm thinking of you there. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all again soon here in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.